My name is Mikael Fogelholm. I'm a professor in public health nutrition, University in Helsinki. Well, there are two things. First of all, the participants, they had pretty frequent group meetings, so they had the support of counselors and also peer support during the first 2 months. The other thing is that when you initiate a total meal and diet replacement regimen, people get excited about that because they see the results and they see that they are losing weight. So they want to continue, they want to see how it looks like. And those two issues, I think, are the main explanations for this. That's a good question, and obviously I can say we don't know. We should have, in fact, a study that would consist of both pre-diabetic and diabetic individuals, have the same regimens for weight loss. My hypothesis is that at least partly yes, but I don't have the answer at the moment. Well, we were comparing two diets, and yes, initially we thought, or the hypothesis was, that the higher protein diet would be better. The initial study that indicated this was, however, very short. It was only half a year follow-up, and one result at 1 year. We had 3 years. Maybe we just see that in the initial phase, and the 3 year shows that the carbohydrate-protein ratio in the diet still may not be that important. Another issue which may explain something is that in fact the study is long enough so that the participants do not stay on their diets anymore at 3 year point. In fact, we saw a pretty significant difference in protein intake measured by the urinary nitrogen, which is a kind of a biomarker for this, at half year and 1 year, much less than 2 years, and no group differences at 3 years. So this may also explain something. Again, this is something that we think, at least from the past studies, that this is precisely how it should be. We will analyze this. Our problem here in this study is it's a positive problem for a health viewpoint, but a problem from a science viewpoint, that we have very few cases, only 62 cases from our initial more than 2,000 participants who had type 2 diabetes. It's going to be very, very difficult to link the weight gain to type 2 diabetes here. Well, one thing that we are going to do, at least we are planned to do that, is to pool our data with some of the more historical studies, like the diabetes prevention study in Finland. So I have colleagues there, and we have already have initial ideas of pooling these two studies together and looking at individuals who have the same kind of profile in their glucose metabolism initially, and then follow them. From the DPS study, we will then get a control group that could help us explain if really the very low number of individuals that we see with type 2 diabetes are related to the rapid weight loss, or it could also be that our subjects were still more healthy, although pre-diabetic, but healthier than in the Finnish DPS study or the American DPP study 20 years ago.